person who seems to have rubbed people the wrong way is none other than Hamisa Mobetto. Hamisa Mobetto had a beautiful wedding the other day. We even saw Aziza Hashim being one of the MCs at this wedding, looking gorgeous, adorned in pink. Everybody was dressed for the basically to the T for the nines. Okay, everybody looked good, and obviously we were all like, okay, cool, what's going on here? Congratulations to Hamisa. And we loved it for her because she is officially married to Aziz Ki, who is a footballer for not only Tanzania's Yanga FC, but also for Burkina Faso's national team. He is an Ivory Coast citizen. She seemed happy. The pictures looked gorgeous. The behind the scenes pictures, all the friends, and it was a big ceremony, baby. It's not like it was a small little thing. It was a massive ceremony with celebrities from all walks of life showing up. But it seems the only people who were missing in action were his family members, specifically his mother, his uncles, his cousins, and so on and so forth. And none of us paid mind to that because it's not like we know his family that well. It's like, all right, congratulations to both of y'all. You're doing well. It was a beautiful wedding. Happy for you. Picha zake akimnywesha maziwa. We're like, all right, traditions. We love it. So it looked like traditions had been held. But mama yao akamuka, Mama Aziz Ki, she woke up and said, as a family, we were not informed about this wedding with this young man named Hasi. Yeah? He's a liar. He's a liar. Hasi, how dare you represent our family, give dowry on our behalf, and prepare our son for the wedding as a groom? As who? Huh? As who? You're a bad seed, and that's why you will never be part of our family. You are not part of our family. She went so far as to say that, how can I give permission to a wedding where I am not attending? How come? How can a girl want to be married without knowing the family? It was about a contract. It was a job. This one, it was just for football. According to Mama Aziz, she says that this particular person who goes with the name of Hasi is trying to keep her son Aziz in the country, and therefore that's why they're marrying him off to a Tanzanian, so he stays in Tanzania. Apparently, she says, and I quote, the boy has many uncles. You can't be the one preparing him for the wedding. You cannot be the one who brings the dowry. He said, as for me, I was informed for the first time through social media networks, and I congratulated my son despite everything. Then he decided to inform me. But I was on duty in a mission in Dakar, and I left yesterday. She says she was informed about the wedding happening. She was far. She couldn't show up for the wedding. And either way, none of this should have been happening without her knowledge. So basically, she's mad. She said, They officially got married on Saturday and Sunday, February the 16th and the 17th. It was a proper Muslim wedding. So everything was done traditionally except for the family being involved. I genuinely don't know what the story is about. It feels very weird, honestly, just as the mother would say, why would Hamisa just so quickly be married to someone without knowing the parents, without knowing their background? It's giving very sketchy. And in addition to sketchy, it's also very disrespectful to their family, considering they are Muslim, they have traditions, they have to be followed. Why would they give the mother information as like last minute? Oh, by the way, I'm getting married, you're coming. Or do you want to come, do you not want to come? But at the same time, with such families, families who, just like, no offense, just like Chira, who had, he was, not even Chira, the other tall guy, 8 foot someone guy, the Goliath of Kenya, what was his name? Bradley. Remember when he then became a public figure and everyone came out of the woodwork saying, oh, why isn't he supporting? Why isn't he doing? There's so much drama when it comes to people who have money or people who've succeeded in a family. And then the background information of, oh, people are going to take advantage. You never really know. We don't really know what the deal is with the family because he's like a grown person. He knew he is getting married without his family there. So there has to be a reason, yeah? It may be Hamisa, it may be this Hersey person, or it could just be your son who didn't want to invite you to the wedding. Who knows? We'll wait and see what happens. Either way, it's giving. Imagine this being hot off of your wedding. Like, you guys are on honeymoon, and this is what is trending.
And also, I feel like mothers should stop blaming the woman in your son's life
Yep.
for your disconnect in the relationship between you
Yep,
and your
yep,
son.
yep.
You know, at the end of the day, this woman owes you nothing. She is respectful to you. She does everything. But at the end of the day, who has a relationship? It's you
It's
and
you
your
and your
son.
child.
Because even if my son decided to, you know, he's getting married tomorrow and didn't tell me, I would not be quick to point the finger at this girl and say, what did you do to my son? I would be more concerned with, why did my son not involve me in such a big milestone in his life? Like, what's the, it's hurtful, you
disconnect,
know,
yeah.
like you feel hurt, you feel like, "Guy, nini naendelea?" But at the same time, maybe investigate why you and your child's relationship is there.
Yeah.
Because you're blaming everybody. It's the same case as Diamond.
Two-Face. Oh.
Diamond and his mother. They
Yep.
have
A
such an
strange
interesting
relationship.
relationship. And she is always blaming everybody. And Diamond has actually realized that if he doesn't want to do something, if he doesn't want to be involved in something,
Yes,
if
says
he
my
doesn't,
mother.
he says, my mother doesn't want that. He uses his mother a lot
Is
to
a
like,
scapegoat, yeah.
you know, come out of sticky situations in his relationship. Even the alleged mahari for Zuchu that didn't happen, and they had already prepared, and last minute, you know, like, watu nakuja kufanya rurashio, mumengoja, mumekaa hivi mumengoja. Alafu anapiga simu anasema, I'm sorry, I won't be able to come today because my mother has switched off her phone and has said if I come alone, she's not my mother anymore. I'm sorry. Listen. Before you blame anybody else, talk to your son. Figure out what is happening between you two.
Because it's the same
It's very
thing with
unfair.
Two-Face's mom, right? Saying, oh, remove the beads that you have put on his hands and his whatever. When he got engaged the other day, last week, she went on a whole tirade on social media saying, oh, you have
You're witch
jujued my
doctoring.
son. Wacha. Kwani hawana akili hawa watu?
Come
Relax.
on, guys. We cannot help their situation, but let's help somebody out. It's time for Ask the Girls.